In each cause number, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorneys? Did you understand it? State, and the cause number ending in 9-6, the unauthorized use of a vehicle, are you proceeding on that indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
And the cause number ending in 0-5, the theft of property 2,500 to 30,000, are you proceeding on that indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge. I'm sorry, you said 9-5?
0-5.
0-5, yes, Judge.
And the cause number ending in 9-5, which is manufacturing delivery in count 1. And in count 2, possession, are you proceeding on that indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, in this case, we would move to waive count 1 and proceed solely on count 2.
We have no objection. Okay.
And the cause number ending in 8-7, are you, which is the evading arrest detention, are you proceeding on that indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 9-7, the theft of property, 30,000 to 150,000, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 0-6, the forgery of a government or national instrument or money security, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gonzales, in each of those cause numbers, did you review the documents entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it and all? And did you sign it
Yes, sir.
in each cause number?
Sure.
And the cause number 2025 CR 005206. You're charged with forgery. And cause number 2025 CR 007397. You're charged with theft of property. 30,000 to $150,000. And cause number 2025 CR 007487. You're charged evading an arrest detention with a vehicle. All of those charges are third-degree felonies. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
And cause number ending in, I'm sorry, in cause number 2025 CR 009295. In count 2, you're charged with possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1. 4 to 200 grams, that's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? And cause number 2025 CR 005205. You're charged with theft of property, $2,500 to $30,000. And cause number 2025 CR 007396. You're charged with the offense of unauthorized use. I'm sorry, just 1 second. You're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle. Both of those offenses are state jail felonies. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you have plea bargaining agreements with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? In each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering into these plea bargaining agreements, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into plea bargaining agreements in this case? In each of these cases? Counsel, in each of the cases, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's, I'm sorry, do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offenses?
I believe, yes.
Mr. Gonzales, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand by entering into these plea bargain agreements, if you are not a U.S. citizen, you may be deported, not allowed naturalization or re-entry into the United States? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorneys? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
And cause number 2025 CR 007396. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 005205. There is to be restitution payable to the complainant. Outside the agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be your plea bargain agreement in that cause number?
Sure.
Counsels, is that the plea bargain agreement under that cause number?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And cause number 2025 CR 005205. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. It will run concurrently with 2025 CR 007396. There's restitution of $500 to Elizabeth Mascaro. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, sir.
Counsels, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge. Yes, it is.
Yes, Judge.
And cause number 2025 CR 009295. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 2. Your punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. This will run concurrently with 2025 CR 005206, 005205, 007396, 007487, 007397. State will take in consideration 2025 CR 007488, 007406, 009170. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours of community service restitution, and the MRT. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsels, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
And cause number 2025 CR 007487. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine, no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 005206, 007487, 007397, 009295, 005205, 007396. State will take in consideration 2025 CR 007488, 007406, 009170. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours community service restitution, MRT, and the anti-theft course. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
Yes, Judge.
And cause number 2025 CR 007397. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine, no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CR 005206, 007487, 007397, 009295, 005205, 007396. Take in consideration 2025 CR 007488, 007406, 009170, and there's to be restitution to Adam Vasquez. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours community service restitution, the MRT, and anti-theft course. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Your Honor.
Defense
Yes, Judge.
and state.
Yes, Judge.
And cause number 2025 CR 005206. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CR 005206, 007487, 007397, 009295, 005205, 007396. Taking consideration 2025 CR 007488, 007406, 009170, and restitution to Salvador Mascaro. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours community service restitution, MRT, and the anti-theft course. Did you understand that to be the plea? Counsels, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph in each one of the cause numbers? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
All right. And counsel, is your client plea going to be the same in each cause number?
No contest in each.
All right. And is that your plea in each cause number, no contest?
Yes, sir.
And state in each cause number, do you have any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor. In each cause number, state offers what has been marked as State's Exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objections to the defense.
In each cause number, did you review the documents entitled did you review the documents entitled waiver and stipulation of testimony with your attorneys? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? You're going to need to speak up.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulation. In each cause number, the court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same for sufficiency. All right, before the court, off the record for a moment, before I review this, have you all come up with an agreement on restitution amounts?
I believe on a couple of the cases, restitution is to be determined.
But so there's no agreement on those restitution amounts.
A total amount, that's not my understanding.
All right, so when will you have the restitution amount?
Within a few weeks, Judge. 1 or 2.
Okay, because what I can tell you, what I've learned is that we'll need the restitution paid up front because sometimes it doesn't get paid at all. Does everyone understand? So we're going to figure out what the restitution amount is in each case. And then we're going to, if the court follows the plea, we will see when that restitution can be paid.
What would be our next step?
Hmm?
What would be our next step from that?
Oh, let me see if this is sufficient or not to find him guilty. Then I will give you a date for that.
To return?
Mhm. I just don't want anyone to not be aware of that. So that's my policy, just based upon experience. You need to get that paid up front. Otherwise, sometimes it doesn't get paid.
Judge, just for future reference, let's say the state is not able to make contact with the complaining witness.
Oh, I give them time, and then if they're unable to receive a restitution amount, then
Proceed.
we'll proceed. All right. So just give me a moment to review the steps. To find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty in each cause number. State, when will you have the restitution amount?
Your Honor, 2 weeks will be sufficient if the court will allow.
All right, and if you can get with the defense, and if maybe you all can try to figure out approximately, so your client will be prepared to pay restitution. And if you all can come back and figure out why I should follow this plea bargain agreement, come back with reasons for the court to follow this agreement. So, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-week reset for sentencing. And are both parties waiving PSI?
We are, yes.
All right, so we're going to be back on September 29th at 9 a.m. And at that time, you all can explain to me why I should follow the plea bargain agreement. And if you all would confer off docket, yes.
And I presume if he has an amount, we would pay that directly to the DA's office and they would forward the restitution?
If you all speak with that, because sometimes it's easier for the DA's office to forward that as opposed to giving it to probation.
Okay.
Yes,
So we would be in contact with
Yeah.
the state?
We
Okay.
can talk.
yes. And if you all can figure out if it's best for them to bring a cashier's check.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
Your Honor, I don't believe it was stated on the record, but the state's intention is also to take into consideration a misdemeanor case with this plea bargain.
Okay.
And that'll be 2025 CC 008476.
All right. And that'll need to be signed by the misdemeanor court judge. Okay. All right, is there anything else?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, we'll give you the reset form.
Real quick.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure I understand what's going on.
Yes.
Lack of a better way of saying. The court's saying we should be able to give the court a reason why you should follow the plea bargain agreement. And I'm assuming the restitution is gonna have a lot to do with that. If we find out what the amount of the restitution is in 2 weeks, my client may not be prepared in 2 weeks to have that restitution right there and then. He is gainfully employed and he does have access to sums of money, but without knowing what that amount of money is and exactly how much he's gonna have to come up with.
Oh, I think you all will be able to do that off record, and I'm sure he has family support. This is what I've discovered in my time on the planet. Usually when people are looking at potentially prison, maybe, family members rally together to pay the restitution amount. And here's my thing, Mr. Gonzales. When people have damage done to their property, and people who have caused damage to their property say, well, I don't have that right now. Well, the person who had damage done to their property can't afford to have damage to their property right now. You understand? So the person who had the Cadillac sitting on the side of the road, and now there's damage to that Cadillac, I'm sure they need their Cadillac without damages so they can drive it. So, yeah, that's where we are. So come back on September 29th. And if I'm going to follow this plea bargain agreement, I will expect on September 29th to have the restitution amount. So y'all need to confer off docket so that he will know the restitution amount he needs to come into court with in the form of a cashier's check or whatever you all accept in upstairs.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
The only thing I'm worried about, Your Honor, and I'm not trying to push the issue. If we find out on the 11th hour that morning what the amount of the restitution is.
They're not gonna give you, no, she's already saying it's not gonna be the 11th hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're prepared to come in.
Oh, yeah. You're not gonna have that on an 11th hour, are
No,
you?
Your Honor.
Yeah. Laura would not do that. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
I know Mr. Murphy, who also practices law here in Texas. Mr. Murphy sometimes sticks his head up.
All right, let's talk about that. This marathon plea hearing for Mr. Gonzales in Texas was a masterclass in how Judge Ferguson balances structure, accountability, and a little bit of tough, real-world advice when dealing with a defendant facing a laundry list of charges. Of the case was impressive. Multiple counts ranging from forgery to theft, unauthorized use of a vehicle, evading arrest, and possession of controlled substances. Each count carried its own range of punishment, from state jail felonies up to second-degree felonies with potential decades behind bars. Instead of prison time, though, Gonzales entered into plea bargains where the state recommended community supervision. Judge Ferguson carefully went through every indictment, every waiver, and every plea document to make sure he understood exactly what he was signing away. His demeanor was respectful and cooperative, answering, "Yes, Your Honor," to each admonishment, and making clear he wasn't coerced or promised anything outside the deals. The turret. Across the cases, Gonzales agreed to lengthy community supervision, 5 years on the state jail felonies and 10 years on the second-degree and third-degree felonies. Conditions included restitution, TAP evaluations, MRT, moral recognition therapy, anti-theft classes, and hundreds of hours of community service. On top of that, strict no-contact orders with victims were imposed. Judge Ferguson's tone was steady and direct, making sure Gonzales knew that supervision isn't an easier road. It's a harder one, filled with conditions that require diligence and honesty. One of the most tell came when restitution was discussed. The judge emphasized her policy. Restitution must be paid up front, or it too often doesn't get paid at all. She told Gonzales bluntly that victims don't get the luxury of waiting for reimbursement. They have to live with damaged property right away. She pushed the defense and prosecution to come back in 2 weeks with exact restitution figures and a realistic plan to pay, warning that family often rallies together when prison time is on the line. Gonzales nodded along, but the message was clear. Payment wasn't optional, it was central to whether the court would even follow the plea agreements. What stood out most was Judge F.G.matic but firm delivery. She didn't scold Gonzales, but she also didn't let him or his attorney drift into excuses. At one point, when defense counsel worried about learning restitution amounts at the 11th hour, the judge cut it off, assuring both sides that she wouldn't let that happen. Her role wasn't just to enforce procedure, but to keep everyone grounded in reality. Damage had been done, victims were waiting, and accountability meant making things right, not just avoiding prison. The courtroom atmosphere was calm, business without its weight. This wasn't a single mistake. It was a series of offenses being resolved at once. Gonzales came across as cooperative and perhaps even relieved to be getting structure instead of decades in custody. Judge Ferguson came across as resolute, careful, and just a little skeptical, ensuring that this plea wasn't just a formality, but a commitment Gonzales fully understood. So in one long sitting, we saw multiple felonies tied up into community supervision, restitution deadlines set with urgency, and a defendant reminded that avoiding prison doesn't mean avoiding responsibility. Judge Ferguson kept it steady, firm, fair, and always with an eye on the victims who still needed to be made whole. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.